Hi everyone, it's Øyvind Martinsen here. In this video I will teach you how to export your picture from Adobe Lightroom to two different uses. One for the internet, for example Facebook, and another for print. So let's get started. Right now I am in the library module, but you can also export your image if you are in the develop module. So I'm gonna export this image, and there are two ways. One is to go to File and Export, and another is to press the Export button down here. Press that, then we'll get this menu, and here at the top I normally select here specific folder. And here I can go in and choose, so I will choose my desktop for this. Then it will be easy to find the image. I can show you how they will appear after the export. So this is our location where we're going to export this picture. So normally under file naming I use the custom name and original file number setting. You can select here from different types of settings. You can use only custom name or date file name and so on. But I use custom name and original file number. And the original file number is the number from the camera. So I select that one. So I can call it Lightroom course, LR course. And here's the number from the camera, 6038. Here you select the lowercase. And here you write the name you want to put in there. I write LR course. There we go. And the first thing I'm going to do is to export a picture for use on the internet, for example in a blog post or on Facebook. So then we have to select a JPEG format here. JPEG is for the internet. And color space, you can select the sRGB. We have different color spaces here, but you select sRGB for internet. And you don't want to put too high quality image on the web, because people steal on the web, so we can reduce the quality a little bit, go down to 80. And here we check this for imaging. We check this resize to fit. Here I select the long edge, and for Facebook, for example, I use 600 pixels on the longest side, 600 pixels on the long edge. And for the internet, you select the resolution of 72 pixels per inch. So click this, resize to fit, select the long edge, select 600 and then 72. And we want to sharpen the image for the internet, and it's a different sharpening on the internet than it is for a print. So we click this, sharpen, and then we have for screen. If we want to select for prints, we can select one of these two. But now we select for screen and standard amount. And never check these boxes, because it will remove your metadata. So include everything. And here you made a watermark earlier, and here you check this one, and I have several different watermarks, but now I'm gonna select this one, right up 50, and 50 is the opacity I selected for that watermark, and it is down to the right but a little bit up. You're going to see that soon. So, and after export I selected do nothing. So we are ready to go. I can click the export button down here. So now my raw file will be converted to a JPEG file, and I will send it out to my desktop so I can view it there, and from there I can put it on the web or send it an email and or other use on the internet. So just go down here, click export. Now you see up here it's working. Now it's ready, and we're going to look at it a little bit later, but we're going to go through export for print first. And export for print is a little bit different, but it's the same procedure. So we go down to export. We send it to the same place, to the desktop. And but now I want to call it Lightroom course print. And I want to select another format. I want to use a non-compressed format, which is a TIFF file. So I select TIFF, and with the Adobe RGB color space. It has a little bit more tone than the sRGB. So the sRGB has less tone than the Adobe RGB, and ProPhoto RGB has more tones than Adobe RGB. But normally for print we select the Adobe RGB because not all printers can take all the tonalities of the ProPhoto RGB. But before you send your image to the printer, you can ask them if they have a professional printer that can take the tones from a ProPhoto RGB color space. If not, go to the Adobe RGB. So for this I'm going to select the Adobe RGB and use the 16-bit component depth. And here we don't want to resize the image, we want a full file. So I uncheck this, and I want to change the resolution here to 300. And let's say I'm going to print A4 format. That's about 30 by 20 centimeters. Here we want to sharpen for not screen, but for the type of paper we're going to print on, either matte paper or glossy paper. Let's say we are going to print on glossy paper, then Lightroom will sharpen this image to get a better performance on glossy paper. So, and when we send our image to print, we don't want the watermark on it because you're gonna sign personally your prints, not an electronic signature. So uncheck that. Let's double check everything. We have sharpening for glossy paper, standard, resolution 300. We uncheck this resize to fit button. We selected the TIFF file, which is a non-compressed file. It contains more information than a JPEG file, and we select non-compression on that. And we select the Adobe RGB color space, and I named it as LR Course Print. So I think we are ready to go. I press the export button. Here we go. We see it working up here. When Lightroom works, you see this line here, and don't do anything when it's working. Just let it be. There we go. Now we're going to take a look at how these images will appear. So we're going to close down this, and we're going to first look at the internet Look here. Here we have it. You see the watermark here. So it's important, if you post images on the internet, put on your always on your watermark. If I have a picture of high value, I really don't want anyone to steal any part of that image, I can put a watermark in the center here to protect my work. Close that one, and we can take a look at the print file. You see, it's a different file, much bigger and ready for print and sharpened for print. So thank you for being with me in this short export video. Now we know more about the two different methods. Export for the internet, for example Facebook, or for an email or a blog, and export for a print. So it's two different methods, and Lightroom has very intelligent tools to get top quality on these images. Thank you, and see you soon.